By the end of this video, you'll have one page in your journal that makes reaching for your phone feel less interesting than reaching for a pen. You open the door with one hand, cook with one hand, eat with one hand. The other one never puts the phone down. And now it's 11 p.m. and you're not even sure what you watched. I'm going to show you exactly what's on it and how you can build your own version, so grab yourself something to drink and let's go. Grab your journal. If you need a new one, I made a lemon journal, I'm gonna link it below. A pen and open a fresh page. Leave a little bit space at the top, maybe a third of the page, we're coming back to that later. The first thing you're gonna add is a list, so think about every topic you're curious about. Things where you go like, hey, I would really like to learn more about that. For example, I'm adding tarot cards here, or healing herbs, the science behind manifesting, or how to write better books. Completely normal things a completely normal person thinks about at 11 p.m. instead of sleeping. You could stop here or take it to another level. For every topic you are interested in, find a starting point. For example, it could be like a blog where you read about it, a podcast, a PDF. And step 2 is then to copy that link and add it to a QR code. So whenever I open a page, I don't even have to think about where or how I'm gonna start, because literally I just need to scan the QR code. I heard someone say that out of 40 reels you scroll, you only remember one, and I don't know if that is scientifically proven, but honestly just think about your own experience. So what this section does is it gives your bored brain somewhere better to go. Instead of opening TikTok, you learn something about a topic you always wanted to know more about, and because it's something you're already curious about, it doesn't feel like you force yourself to be productive or to educate yourself. Section 2. Here's the thing, you never scroll for no reason. There's always a feeling underneath. You're bored, you're sad, you're anxious about something, and you just don't want to sit with it. And scrolling feels like it helps, but actually it never does. Write down 3 to 6 feelings you recognize in yourself very often. The ones that always send you to your phone. So for me, that's being bored, sad, anxious, being like an overthinker, lonely, or tired. Yours might look different, and I mean, here's no right or wrong. Oh wait, no, I think that wasn't English. There's no right or wrong. So next to each one, you're gonna write what helps you to cope with it when you're feeling that way. For example, when I'm bored, I love to bake. I'm not a good baker, but like I'm always hoping that it's eatable. And yes, I'm aware this is basically me acting like a therapist now. I am not. But it works, so I'm telling you anyway. Section number 3. Okay, so remember that space we left at the top? Yes, exactly. We're gonna fill that space now. This is going to be your shock section. Like the moment where you remind yourself why you made this page in the first place. What goes here is completely up to you. Like it just needs to hit so hard that you don't want to scroll for the next 40 years. Remember that. It needs to hit like really hard. For some people that's a quote, or it could also be a photo of your younger self. What you could also do is to look at your screen time, take the daily average, multiply it by 365. Yeah, and then multiply it for 40. So 40 years. And then you know how many hours you would waste if you keep going with the screen time, yeah, for the next 40 years. It's gonna be really sad. I know mine. I'm not gonna tell you, it's really sad. You could also calculate how many weeks you have left in your life. And I know this sounds a little bit dark, but actually that's exactly the point. To make you be in shock how much time you're wasting on your phone. It doesn't matter what you choose. The only goal is that when you see that, you think like, yeah, okay, no. Let's just start. This one is completely optional, but if you are the kind of person who needs a little bit of extra motivation, not that I would know, I have a star sticker section at the bottom of this page. How does it work? You're asking the right questions. So every time I do something from this page, instead of scrolling, yeah, you guessed right, I get a star. Oh my god, I have way too many of them and I use them for my bad habits also. I'm going to link that video below if you're curious how this works. And before any of you say something, yes, I know, I'm a grown adult, but I will keep going with my star collection. Because look, I even have one here. Yeah, here. A lot of stars. Ooh. I made this page in the first place because I'm actually scared. I'm scared that I will continue wasting my time. Because you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm thinking about that topic too much, but now that I've entered my 20s, I think a lot about how I'm using my time, and especially how I used my time in my teenage years. Because yeah, especially when I think back when I was 15, I was on my phone a lot. And I don't want to continue that. And I'm really scared that if I don't change anything, this pattern will continue in my 20s, and then suddenly I'm 30 and I'm thinking like, wow, you're old now. You know, at the end of the day, when I'm turning 30, so in 10 years, like, what? This is crazy. I don't want that someone is coming up to me and ask like, hey, how are your 20s? And I'm like, well, yeah, it was fine, but actually I was most of the time at my phone. If no one invented this, like, we would have maybe never met. And I think it's amazing that we've met. And I hope this video inspired you, and I hope you're also gonna now start to make a page like this. So this page is just my way of making sure that when I'm turning 30, I'm not gonna go, oh, I actually don't remember what I did, but here, that I've lived my life and did something amazing. And I also have this book goal, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've wrote a book before, maybe you watched that video. Instead of scrolling for 2 hours a day, I could use the time to write a book, and imagine how many books I could write. So find your why, or find something that really motivates you to really think about, damn, what could I do with the time instead of scrolling? It doesn't need to be a book. It could also be, for example, starting a podcast, learning a new language, learning a new skill. Like, there's so much out there, and there's not just a phone. If you have any ideas how we could improve this page to make it hit even more, write it in the comments. So all I can say is, please, make a page like this. Yes, you. Bye! I don't have any hands free, so because of that, I'm waving with my book, and yeah, I think it looks a little bit stupid. Let me know if you want to have more journal videos, because I don't know, journaling is fun.